We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Dallas. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, first and goal. Harris has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 47. 26.
Play action, Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
27. 26.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. 26. 26. Here we go. 46. 26.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Pass complete. Screenplay. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Yeah. Here we go. 26.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll try and punch it in. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it, 2nd and 4. They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, here's Russ. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Completed here to Pickens. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. George Pickens the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
From the gun, they're gonna hand it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Dak off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for points. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. First down, here's Dak. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
27, 26.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Wilson out of the pistol. That's incomplete left side. George Pickens, the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Ross off the play fake. Got Washington, it's complete. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw from Wilson. This finds Austin complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. And this this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken. It's their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
We're going to 53. Yeah, here we go.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break.
Hey, here we go. Here we go, 47.
Throwing it just before halftime. He fires one deep down the right sideline. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, King. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here we go! 26.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the 2nd half with some needed points. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action, Prescott. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. There he goes, right sideline. And he makes the Hef call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wait, take.
Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Headed out right. Big gain downfield. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they bring him down around the 34.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Cowboys trail by 6. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't?
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And it's a gain on the run down to the 23. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys.
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets in. It's a touchdown. What a moment. They can likely win it on the extra point now. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Setting up to pass. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him at the 38. One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.